How's it going, guys? It's the Nintendo fan playing some more Pokemon Firered. In the last part, we took a cruise on the SS Sand, battled some trainers, including our rival Gary, and got the HM Cut ability. And now, before we go on to the gym, there's some place I'd recommend you go first, which is in Route 11. And we have some awesome music here, and I'll share a piece of the original version of the song, but we want to go into this cave now. This is Diglett's cave. Well, isn't this a surprise? Diglett dug this long tunnel. It goes right to Viridian City, they tell me. Let's go in here. We're in Diglett's cave. Now, as the name implies, the only Pokemon that you'll encounter is a Diglett. They're not too bad of a Pokemon. And we have a flying type, so ground type moves are useless against Spearow. Now, most of the time you're gonna fight Diglets, but on rare occasions, you may actually find a Dugtrio. And there we go. We caught Diglets. Let's see. Diglett, the mole Pokemon. It burrows through the ground at a shallow depth. It leaves raised earth in its wake, making it easy to spot. But yeah, Diglett's a unique Pokemon, because you never actually know what it looks like, and you never know what the other half of it looks like. And nope, you're just a regular Diglett. Actually, this would actually be an opportune time to train Ivysaur. And it's using Dig. And let's just use a poison powder. And it missed somehow. Let's do Vine Whip. As it uses Growl. And there we go. Ivysaur grows to level 22. And it's learning Razor Leaf, which is a really good move. You bet I'm gonna delete a move. And what better move to delete than Poison Powder? I find this to be hardly reliable. Because it only inflicts poison. Okay. This time, I'm gonna put on Repel. Do I have any? Oh, I do have Repel. Thank God. So I think the only Pokemon we can encounter by now is... Oh. There it is! Dugtrio! Oh boy, this is gonna be... interesting. And it tried using Mud Slap, which doesn't affect Spearow. Actually, let's train Ivysaur a little bit. Let's weaken Dugtrio as much as possible. And it's using Fierce Survives it with whatever claws it has. Let's try our newly learned Razor Leaf. Oh no. Oh no. Good. No! Oh, that sucks! One of the worst times to score a critical hit. But we did get an experience boost. Let's see here. There's another end of that Diglett cave. I went inside Rock Tunnel, but it's pitch black and scary in there. If I could get a Pokemon to use Flash and light it up. And we're in Route 2. And our repel effects wore off. And let's talk to you. The painted Pokemon just has no energy left to battle. They can still use moves like Cut outside of battle. What are you? I'm looking for the Pokemon Abra. Now you can do in-game trades here, but I don't have an Abra with me anymore. It evolved into a Kadabra. Now Mr. Mime is an interesting Pokemon. It's actually really good. But let's demonstrate Cut. Where does that lead? If I'm not mistaken. We got a Pokeball here, but that contains an Ether. And we found a Paralyze Heal. I think this is leading us back to Pallet Town. No, it's between Viridian City and Pewter City. Nice. However, I'd say we should head back to Vermilion City. I'm telling you, that teleport is very handy. But what do you say we go talk to Nurse Joy here and heal our Pokemon? Alright, thank you, Nurse Joy. What do you say we also get our Diglett from our PC? Now this Diglett is pretty much used for emergency purposes only. Yep, I'm shifting Spearow. And as for our lead Pokemon, let's give it to Charmeleon. There we go. Alright, now that I got my Pokemon ready, what do you say? We cut this tree here. Unfortunately, Paris is using up one of my spaces, but it's necessary to get to this gym. Yo, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Bird water type Pokemon match poorly against the electric type. Dutch mean flying type? There's no such thing as a bird type Pokemon. Beware of paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He's locked himself in, so it won't be easy to get to him. You have an interesting puzzle here. And we got 2 trainers here. This is no place for kids. Not even if you're good. We got a sailor here. Pikachu. Let's do an Ember attack. Let's see, it's using Thunder Wave. I think that's gonna guarantee paralyze, yes. Ooh, we burned Pikachu. Let's just do a scratch attack. Oh no! That sucks. Not that it matters. It doesn't suck anymore. And Charmeleon grew to level 20. And it's you trying to learn Smokescreen. I believe that lowers the opponent's accuracy, which I'm gonna give up Growl for. There we go, Smokescreen. And he's sending out another Pikachu. Let's do an Ember attack. And Pikachu missed somehow. And of course, Charmeleon couldn't attack. At least it's not disobeying this time. Wow, that did quite a bit of damage. Then again, it did just level up, so I should have expected that. And we defeated Sailor Dwayne. Wow, surprised me. And you're also a trainer. I'm a lightweight, but I'm good with electricity. That's why I joined the gym. We got Engineer Bailey, and he's sending out a Voltorb. Let's see. Let's do Ember. Alright. We inflict burn. Another Ember ought to do it. And it's doing Sonic Boom. Oh, that does 20 damage guarantee. Shoot. Well, calls for Ivysaur. Let's do a Razor Leaf attack. It doesn't matter what type of Sonic Boom's up against. It's guaranteed to do 20 damage. And he's sending out Magnemite. If only my Wartortle, or not Wartortle, Charmeleon hadn't fainted. Yeah, let's get Diglett pumped up. Alright. Let's see what our Diglett can do. I think Magnemite is immune. No, it's not? Now the move I did was Magnitude. Magnitude has different power depending on the Richter scale. Like Magnitude 8, that did quite a bit of damage. Fried. Real quick, before we even do this puzzle, I'm actually going to heal up my Pokemon. Alright, now that I've healed up my Pokemon, now the puzzle for this one is, you see these 15 trash cans? 2 of them actually have switches that open this laser gate. Let's check here. You can either find trash or a switch. And if you do find a switch, you have to check a trash can that's adjacent to it. And if it's not a switch, then you have to start all over again. And the location is randomly generated, so good luck. You're gonna need it. Nope. Trash. And it's hard to tell which ones you have checked and which ones you haven't. Hey, there's a switch under it. Turn it on. Let's see, I'm gonna guess this one. Got it! Sweet. And before we can fight the gym leader, we got this gentleman here. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Search was my strict commander. He was a hard taskmaster. Alright, we have Gentleman Tucker sending out a Pikachu. Alright, let's do an Ember attack. And of course, he paralyzed Charmeleon. Fantastic. Still didn't stop it from attacking. And let's do a scratch attack. And there we go. We defeated Pikachu. Stop! You're very good. Alright, really quick, before we confront the gym leader, I should have a Paralyze heal, and yes I do. Yep, I'm using it on Charmeleon. I got some potions to spare. There we go. Now to confront the gym leader who was a jerk to Ash Ketchum in the anime, Lieutenant Surge. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your beauty power. I tell you kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies into paralysis, the same as I'll do to you. Yeah, I like his portrayal in the anime. So, we have leader Lieutenant Surge wanting to battle, and he's sending out a Voltorb with the moves Shockwave, Tackle, Screech, and Sonic Boom, with soundproof it for its ability where it's immune to any attack sound related, such as Supersonic or Sing. And we burn Voltorb. Sweet. Yeah, I remember Lieutenant Surge was a jerk to Ash, calling him baby. And his Raichu is pretty rude too. And let's do this. I forgot, gym leaders use potions during battle. Oh well, scratch that, we'll just chip away. Let's do another Ember. And it's using Shockwave. If I remember correctly, it's a devastating move, so it doesn't appear that way. And we defeated Voltorb. And Charmeleon grows to level 22. Alright, this next Pokemon is a Pikachu. I'm gonna give Kadabra some action. Now remember, we do have Diglett in case of an emergency because electric type Pokemon will not affect, electric type moves won't affect ground types like Diglett. And Kadabra made quick work of Pikachu. And now he's sending out Raichu. And having Ivysaur is ideal because grass types like Ivysaur will resist electricity. And Pikachu had the moves Shockwave, Thunderwave, Quick Attack, and Double Team, which is the same moveset as the Raichu here. Let's use Razor Leaf, and it's using Double Team. Great. And of course Ivysaur misses. Using Double Team again. Come on, it's your ultimate Pokemon. Shouldn't you use Shockwave or something? Come on! You're gonna have to attack me at some point. Wow, critical hit. Dang. Seriously. If I win this battle with Ivysaur taking no damage, that would be amazing. Well, never mind. Now you're doing something. Shockwave, yada yada yada. And sweet, and we attacked again. And you're not healing Raichu? I thought you had two potions. Oh boy, critical hits. You know what? Take chances, make mistakes, and possibly mess up. As Miss Frizzle would probably say. Can Ivysaur land an attack? Yes it can, and we did it! We defeated Raichu! Ivysaur grows to level 23. And we defeated Lieutenant Surge. Now that's a shocker! You're the real deal, kid! Find it, take the Thunder Badge! The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick at any time, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. Receiving TM34. TM34 contains Shockwave. Teach it to an electric Pokemon. Alright, so we got our third gym badge. Whew, that match was electric. Alright, let's cut down this tree. And let's see what this Pokemart has for us. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I could use some more super potions. We got lots of Pokédollars from the gentleman we battled. How many Pokeballs do we have? None. Let's get 10. We got lots of money. Actually, speaking of money, we do have some selling items we can use. Or rather, pawn. But something's telling me that I should switch Paris to... Actually, I am switching Diglett for War Turtle, so... Hold on a second. Alright, now that I healed out my Pokemon, I also switched out my Paris and Diglett for Spearow and War Turtle back. Let's give Spearow some green time. Let's give Spearow some action. Let's see. We're in Route 11, and our new other Pokemon we can encounter. We have a 40% chance of a Sandshrew. Levels 12, 14 through 15. I really don't know what to say about Sandshrew personally. And another wild Pokemon we can encounter is a Drowsy, levels 11, 13, or 15 with a 25% chance. Actually, yep, Sandshrew is exclusive to Leaf Green, while Ekans is exclusive to Firered. Ekans is at level 12, 14, or 15, and with a 40% chance in Firered. And we have a trainer battle here. Let's go, but don't cheat. Alright, youngster. What do you got? Ekans. And it used Intimidate on us. Great. Let's do a Peck Attack. And it used Leer on us, lowering our defense. Let's try Fury Attack and miss completely. Because why not? Oh, Glare! That will actually paralyze Pokemon. Great. Oh, we're off to a good start here. Wow. Poison Sting. Oh boy. Alright. Thank God you can only have one status ailment at a time. 2 if you want to count Confusion. Let's do one more Peck Attack. And there we go, Spear defeated Ekans. Huh? That's not right. Yeah, before we go any further, I think it's best for me to heal up Spearow. I especially want to have Spearow ready for the next gym. Because, well, you'll see why when we get there. Alright, Nurse Joy, do your thing. I do find it funny that in the anime, you have different kinds of Nurse Joys, all resembling each other. Same thing's true with Officer Jenny. I just find this trope to be pretty funny in the anime. Let's move on. And I figured you were a trainer. Win, lose, or draw. I don't think any battle can end in a draw in the game. Gamer Hugo would like to battle. He's sending out a Poliwag. That's a Pokemon we have yet to encounter. Let's start things up with a Fury Attack. Okay. Water gun. Let's do a peck attack. That should finish you off. And he's sending out a horsey. We're gonna level Spearow up in this battle. Fury attack, go! Not as effective as it was against Poliwag. Oh well. It's kind of weird to seeing a horsey battle outside of water, because it's got no legs. How's it even doing anything? That would completely defy logic in the anime. And Spearow grows to level 24. And no, we are not letting Spearow evolve. Acha didn't go my way. And we gained a lot of money here. No, you're not evolving yet, Spearow. Not on my watch. Oh, we're in the battle against this Spearow. Alright, after that battle against Spearow, I decided to level up some more of my Pokemon off screen. And in fact, I figured I'd train up some other Pokemon, such as my Zubats. Off screen, I decided to train in Diglett Cave. And speaking of Diglett Cave, I actually managed to catch a Dugtrio there too. And so, I built up my Pokedex a little bit. And got a good ground type Pokemon too. Alright. Thank you. And another thing I did off screen. I dropped off my Magikarp at the daycare center. And what happens is that Magikarp will get 1 experience for every in-game step I take. And I overlooked this. An Awakening. Wakes up a Pokemon in an instant. And I didn't realize that you were there. I just became a trainer, but I think I can win. Good luck, you're gonna need it. Youngster Dylan, sending out a Sandshrew. Let's see how well Zubat can do. Let's start things up with the Supersonic that just missed. There we go. Something's telling me having Zubat out was a bad idea. And use Sand Attack. And Zubat doesn't even have any eyes. And come on, it snapped out of confusion. Are you kidding me? So yeah, my team will probably be inconsistent. Defense Curl. Great. Snapped out of confusion. Ooh, good thing Zubat's part poison type. And bad thing Zubat missed again. Yeah. Well, calls for Wartortle. Yeah, I especially don't want to overlevel Wartortle or Charmeleon again. Because you know they're going to disobey. That takes care of Sandshrew. And Zubat leveled up. And he's sending out a Zubat too, huh? I'm bringing out mine so that I can get some experience. Let's bring out Kadabra. course, Kadabra gets confused. I forget if certain Abras have an ability known as Calm Mind. Or wait, I think that's a move. I forget. And we defeated the youngster Dylan. Like Pokemon couldn't win. Haven't they grown enough? Let me check my Pokemon. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna have actually, no. I'm bringing Zubat back in the front. I wanted to get some experience. And there you go. I raised my Pokemon carefully. They should be ready by now. How ready are they? And he's sending out a male Nidoran. Let's bring out Spearow. Let's see what it can do. Probably a bad idea, considering Poison Point. Nidoran's getting bumped. Let's try Pursuit. Poison Singer. I'm giving you another Pursuit. Double kick, you say? And as the name implies, it hits twice. And there we go. Nidoran's down. He's sending out Nidorino. Let's bring Zubat back out. It's kind of interesting to customize your team and alter them every now and then. Yeah, I don't think Spearow would have the guts to go against a Nidorino. And speaking of Nidorino, I'd like to point out something about the opening cutscene with the Nidorino battling a Gengar. It used a tackle attack on a ghost type, and ghosts are immune to normal type moves. Don't you find that to be weird? And I'd also like to point out that that opening cutscene was actually referenced in the first episode of the anime, where Ash was watching a battle take place. Bye-bye, and bye-bye, thank you, and bye-bye. It even had the Game Boy startup jingle. Watch out for live wires. Do not touch. I can't believe I remember that commercial way back in the day. The BTE commercial. And I would be an idiot to have a flying type against electric Pokemon. Alright, let's do an Ember attack. Got another Magnemite. Looks like Zubat's sitting close to another level. That's enough. Come back. Go, Charmeleon. Thundershock again. Well, I'm giving you an Ember. There. And Charmeleon leveled up. Sweet. He's sending out a Magneton. That's Magnemites of all forms. Zubat's probably going to get a lot of experience from that. I like how Magneton's basically Magnemite times 3. Kind of like how Dugtrio's Diglett times 3. But Ember ought to do it. Probably going to take another Ember to take it out. Yes, it is. Sonic Boom. Oh boy. There we go. Just getting that far back. And we defeated Engineer Bernie. Whoa, you spark plug. I guess you can say I was all charged up for that battle. And looks like another gamer. Competition. I can't get enough. Nobody can get enough competition. Not even me, especially when it comes to Mario Party. I love playing that game with friends. Sends out a Bellsprout. Spiro, your time to shine. Let's do a peck attack. Whoa, one-hit knockout. I like that. Sending out Oddish. Much as I want to switch off to Zubat, I think it's best to have Spiro out. Beating Gamer Jasper. I had a chance. But I prevailed, and we get an X defend. Geez, there are a lot of trainers. Careful, I'm laying down some cables. Doesn't look like it to me, but what are you gonna send out? A Magnemite. Yeah, I'm chancing it. I should know. That's my fault. You know what? I'm sending out Kadabra. I'll use a Psybe. Wow, not very effective? Well, one more side beam ought to do it. And that didn't look like not very effective at all. Especially if it was a critical hit. We defeated the engineer. That was electric. Alright, so I think I'm gonna heal up all my Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. And then meet you back to... meet you back in front of that engineer. Alright, here I am back from where I was, and we have a gamer here. I have never won before. But I have. Gamer Darian, he's sending out a Growlithe. And it just intimidated Zubat. Let's try Supersonic. Evenly matched. And it made me switch out to Charmeleon. I am not fighting fire with fire. I am fighting fire with water instead. Alright. Take a water gun. Let's see if it'll finish itself off. No, it won't. Oh well. A bubble attack will do. And there we go. And he's sending out a Vulpix. Let's see how far Zubat can go. Sonic. Sweet! That's what I like to see. And at least Zubat has Bite, which is a much better move than Leech Seed or Astonish. And it also knows Roar too. Well, I got the Pokemon I wanted. Thanks for saving the trouble. And it looks like you've opened the door to finish you off. Yep, you did. And Wartortle is close to leveling up. I saw this coming. Yep, there's another trainer. I'm the best in my class. I train every morning. Good for you. Mr. Yasu. He's sending out Rattata. Well, better watch out for Hyper Fang. Yep. Good. Dark types are useful against normals. Tail Whip. Something tells me he's gonna have Rattata use a Hyper Fang. No quick attack. Hey! Zubat finished off an actual opponent. Sweet! Rattata, huh? How far can Zubat go? Probably not far. Yeah, definitely not far. Well, time to bust out Spearow. Tail Whip again. Let's do a Fury attack. That finished it off. Sweet. One move knockout. I would say one hit knockout, but that's multiple hits. Uh-oh, Raticate, the evolved form of Rattata. Better make sure it doesn't eradicate us. 3. Not too shabby. Oh boy. Fury attack. How far can it go? All the way. That's all that matters. And Spearow grew to level 25. I think that's the level we need. Yes, it is. Spearow is learning Aerial Ace. That is a fantastic move. It's 68 power and will never miss. And you bet I'm gonna get rid of Growl. And Spearow learned Aerial Ace. Darn, my Pokemon need to be stronger. And now is the right time to evolve Spearow. It has evolved into a Fearow, one of my favorite Pokemon. It looks like we have another trainer here. Do I have a potion to spare? You know what? I'll use a super potion. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Wahaha, I have never lost. Well, you're about to today. Voltorb. Yeah, I'd be foolish enough to use Zubat. Charmeleon will do the job. Burn, baby, burn! Ooh, defense partially fell. That sounds bad. No, that is bad. But we defeated Voltorb. Alright, let's send Zubat back out. And of course, since it's Magnemite, it's obvious we should use our Fire-type Charmeleon. Ember attack, go! Charmeleon, you're on fire! No, seriously, its tail is on fire. Of course, it has to be on fire if it wants to live. And Charmeleon's level 23. My first loss. Told you you were gonna lose. And we found a Great Ball. Wait. That's wait, I think we did find a Great Ball before. And we got an escape rope. That'll come in handy later. And I think we want to go up here first. Oh, I think we need to talk to this guy. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. Your Pokedex has complete data on 30 species. I'm supposed to give you a reward. Professor Oak entrusted me to find the item entrusted me with the item finder for you. Let me ask, have you gathered data on at least 30 kinds of Pokemon? Let's see. Uh-oh, you have caught only 26 kinds of Pokemon. You need 30 kinds if you want the item finder. Huh. I honestly lost counts. And having his Spearow evolve helped out a little bit. And we're on Route 12. Nope, what's this? The Pokemon is sprawled out in a deep and comfortable slumber. So it looks like we can't go that way. What do you have to say? Don't you think it's hard to think up good names for Pokemon? Especially if you caught a whole bunch. In Lavender Town, there's a man who rates Pokemon's nicknames. He can even help you rename your Pokemon too. No need. I don't nickname my Pokemon. So it was going that way all this time, a huge bust? Huh. Well, I think for the first time in this playthrough, I'm opening up the town map. I think we have to go back to Cerulean City. What's up, bud? It was at least good to fight all these trainers. And you know what? I'm gonna end things off, and in the next parts, we're gonna see what we can do in Cerulean City. See you guys.